From What Chair, Iowa to Butler, Pennsylvania, from Wahoo, Nebraska to Flippin, Arkansas. Let's ride. We want to ride shotgun with you for the next hour, talking trucking with Deaton and Doty, Christian and Kumar. How's it going, everybody?
It's doing fantastic.
Yeah. Today on the show, as you can see on screen, we got a special guest. I'll introduce him in a second. Kumar is in an undisclosed location. And Kumar, can you pop on screen? Because we got a little contest going later. I'm going to prize if anyone can guess where Kumar is at. Whoever gets the closest, we will send you these trucking Pez dispensers.
He's somewhere with lots of pine, it looks like.
Yeah, looks like a cabin. So anyway, we'll do that in a second. And this is Kumar, who originally reached out to you, Paul. So we'll do that in a second. Ray is in San Antonio, Texas. How's it going, Ray? He said home, just came back from vacation.
Yeah, so I'm already in. I left San Antonio yesterday.
He's in Del Rio.
I didn't know you left yesterday. So he's on the road.
Yeah, no. So I went up to what's it called Cleburne, Texas. Go drop off that one truck to your driver Jesse.
Yeah.
And I finished up the load that he was on in Del Rio, and now I'm on my way to Eagle Pass to pick up another one going to Houston.
Okay. Well, come up here and pick up that Lone Star that I got in Columbus. It needs to get to Cleveland, to Barberton.
Yeah.
I
still need to get you. I'm going to get you them tortillas here pretty soon. I just got to get up to Ohio, and last I heard, Ohio freight's not doing too well. So.
It's coming back up.
It's coming.
Okay.
I just checked.
So your tortillas are on the way up too.
Ray, while you're down there, can you get me some Mexican Lunchables? I hear they have them at HEB and nowhere else. So
Ray's been promising me. HEB is the grocery store down there in San Antonio or all over Texas. And I was down there once with Ray and at a reunion, and they're amazing. Those tortillas that they sell. And he's been promising them for a year. I still haven't got them. He comes up here every month.
I'm still waiting for my cactus.
And the cactus for Christian, yeah.
Well, we tried the cactus. We tried freezing the cactus to see if they could be shipped that way, frozen, and they don't come out good after thawing them out. Mm-hmm. They kind of turn into a jelly.
You need to put them on one of our reefer trailers.
Yeah.
They're like a Freightliner high pressure fuel pump. You can't find one right now. Permanent back burner.
Yeah, so flash freeze.
Jim Mackey is in Cedar Rapids, Iowa at Mom's house. His truck's in the shop. How's it going, Jim?
No, just depressing. Anytime a truck's in the shop, it's depressing.
Yeah, I know.
But we're having fun watching the Cubs games with Mom.
And they're watching the Cubbies. Mom's a huge Cubby fan. And so, that's we're going to actually get to talk to Jim's mom here in a little while on the show. So that's cool. It'll be a first. And as always, Christian Sneed in Roanoke, Virginia. Christian, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's great. I went on vacation, so you always come back like invigorated, ready to take on the world. So I'm ready. Yeah. That's it. The beach is nice. You should go.
I saw the picture you sent me, the fish that your son caught.
Yes.
That was huge. So is that his first entry in the fishing contest?
I did not send it in yet. He's going to kill me if I forget to do that.
Send it to Kumar.
I will. I'll send it. But yeah, so there's a small pond with my neighbor across the street, and he fishes there almost every morning. I mean, almost every single morning. And, he'll catch a couple of the bass pictures I showed you, stuff like that. But he's been chasing these carp for probably the better part of 3 years, and they don't eat anything he throws at them. I don't know what he threw at him. He didn't tell me that yet. I don't know if he will tell me. But you can see them because they're so large in the pond. You can see the big black streaks through the water. Mm-hmm. And so when he caught it, he called me, he called Mom, he called Evan in Pennsylvania, he called everybody. He wanted everybody to know he caught that fish. And he's like, you got to send this in. The funny thing is, before he could send me the picture, his buddy that was there grabbed the fish, took a picture, and sent it to me. He said, put this in the fishing contest for me, would you, Mr. Sneed? So yeah, they're excited.
That's great.
Yeah, they're excited.
And just so everybody knows, and you too, Paul, so we did it last year. We're doing it this year again. It started Memorial Day to Labor Day. All you have to, if you're a fisherman or anybody anyone can enter. It's $500 for first place. Doesn't have to be the biggest fish. We have an independent judge last year that did it. We're gonna have another independent that doesn't know anybody So Paul, you're welcome to join too. Just send your picture, or any of your friends or anyone there at the hospital, send the pictures to Kumar. And before Labor Day weekend, and 500 first place, 300 Ray Kumar for second, and 150 to third place. And it's a gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods, Gander Mountain, your favorite place. Last year, Christian's son won with a largemouth bass, and they were fishing in Tennessee. And he beat out a guy that I don't even know from Alaska named Boo Candace. And Boo had amazing pictures he sent in. But so a largemouth bass beat, what was it, a huge salmon, Christian?
Yeah, yes. And those pictures, if I was the guy judging, I would not have chose the picture. but he wasn't judging the fish. He was judging the best photo. So with the LED lights on the boat and the fact that it was a good iPhone camera, it made all the difference.
And we made that clear, that it doesn't necessarily mean the biggest fish is going to win. It's the just overall picture, quality or scenery, everything. So that's what happened last year. And so just so everybody knows, this is Paul Healy from the St. Christopher's Hospital. And Paul is joining us because Kumar has collected up the money that we've raised, and we kind of surprised Paul. He had no idea when we reached out to him that we had been raising money for several months. And so we are going to get that in the mail to him. So welcome to Talkin Truckin, Paul.
Thank you. I can tell you that was a really nice surprise.
Yeah.
When someone calls you up and says, we got some money for you.
Yeah. And it was fun to do. And like I said, we're switching back and forth, and we'll do another charity, but these are great causes. And it's important to us, our drivers on the road. I mean, drivers are the backbone of America, and it shows what we've done in the previous charity last year and now yours, that these guys care. And we do little $20 here, $20 there, some people $10, whatever it is, but it all adds up and it goes to a good cause. And you know what, it makes us feel good as a driver or as a logistics professional or anyone in the industry, so that we can give back. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're at, about what you do up there.
Sure. I'm in Philadelphia, and you can say before we went live, we had some conversations about Philadelphia sports fans. Whether they're fans or not, I don't know. But the St. Christopher's Hospital is in Philly. It's been there since 1875. It started out as a medical clinic for factory workers who didn't have any money, basically couldn't pay for their care, so they were treated free. And it's just grown. And at this point, there are approximately 60,000 kids who come through the emergency room every year. And it's kind of the area that the hospital is in is economically challenged. It's 82% Medicaid. It's the highest percentage of any children's hospital in the country. And so a lot of services provided, and a lot of folks who really don't have a lot of resources to pay for. So I can tell you the hospital also has a huge community outreach program. During the height of the pandemic, we distributed 75,000 free meals to the community, to children and their families. We've also distributed 200,000 books to the community over the past 7 years. And each year in August, before school starts again, we do a distribution of backpacks filled with school supplies for the kids. And this past year, I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 backpacks that we gave out before school started. So it's a real broad range of services that are provided. It's also one of the largest pediatrician training programs in the country, as well as pediatric dentists. A lot of people don't even, think about dental training when you take your kid to the dentist. There's a big difference between, a 5-year-old going to the dentist and having somebody who's really specially trained in it, and somebody like me who goes and, cries when I have to get a drill tooth. So my kids are tougher than I am when it comes to
I'm
the
with
dentist.
you.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. of the dentist. Mike just had 2 root canals on the same day down there in Florida, and he still did the show that afternoon. He did it at 1:00 in the afternoon and 4:30. He was on the show. He didn't say much.
I didn't even send the invite because I didn't think he'd be able to make it.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
That's a trooper.
I didn't expect to be. But it wasn't too bad. Wasn't as bad as I expected. Although when they started, they had to numb me about 3 times because they started and I felt it. Oh, I feel that still.
That's the worst.
I'm gonna pass out.
They said raise your hand if you feel anything.
You weren't shy, huh?
Yeah. No.
Oh, look, he's waving. That's so nice.
Yeah. It's the worst because you can hear it, that loud drilling. It's just,
okay.
And then you start to feel it.
All the viewers are going to sign off.
They just thought he was really friendly.
Yeah.
That's great.
He's so friendly.
So Paul, we're so glad to do this. We appreciate what you guys do. In all the aspects of your giving at St. Christopher's. And I'm really happy. I know you're a busy man. I'm really happy that you came on to accept this. We raised $1,016. Like I said, we did a little more for the charity last year, but we had more time. And I hope that we can do better next year. But we raised $1,016. And Kumar will get that check as soon as he gets back from vacation. He'll be back on Monday, and him and Carol will get it together for you and get it sent out. And we're very proud to be a part of what you guys do.
Well, we really appreciate it. And I can tell you that money is going to make a difference in the lives of a lot of kids who are really in a tough spot.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to you and to everybody, all your followers, listeners. I think that it's amazing what you guys have done.
Well, let those children and anyone up there that you help know that there's a bunch of truckers out here on the road that do care.
Yeah.
So
Right.
thanks for joining
guys.
us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Hey, Russ, I was cleaning the office. I don't know if I showed this to you. I was cleaning the office and I came across an old truck that was from the TA Petro. And on the back side of it, ironically enough, can you see that?
Oh, wow.
Band together for
Nice.
St. Christopher's Fund.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I've never seen one of these in my life, but I was just cleaning out all the old keys out of the lockbox, and yeah, that popped up. Thought that was pretty ironic. God's got
That's
a good
cool.
sense of humor and timing. So
Yeah, we got to talk a little sports with him beforehand, and being a Philly guy, that was kind of fun.
are they going to give you your quarterback back or what?
Well, no, that then he mentioned that. Well, I'm actually from the Boston area, and we're like, we're gonna not have you on, Paul.
Right. Yeah, this has been nice. We're going to cut this short.
But it was funny, Christian. Before you got on, we were also talking about. Joel mentioned how many teams are in the NFL, and it's I hit 32, but it's not really 32. You can't count the Jets.
And as a Jets fan, I would like to be offended, but it's true. So I'm not going to argue the point. That's hilarious.
Anyway, did you hear who got Baker Mayfield? He got traded today, Christian.
No, I didn't. I was working, Russ. Where did he get traded?
He got traded to the Carolina Panthers. And what's really funny and ironic and super cool for us up here right outside of Cleveland is the Cleveland Browns' first game of the NFL season kicking off in September is against the Carolina Panthers.
Really?
That is going to be a hyped up game. Baker and company down in Carolina and Cleveland, and we don't know who at quarterback yet.
Are you going to come on down?
Oh, yeah. I'll talk to you about that later because I have a new mode of transportation to do that.
Do you?
Yeah. I'll send you some pictures
Fancy pants.
tomorrow.
My brother can get his tickets down there. So, and I'm saying that on the air, so hopefully he can come through. But yeah,
How far? So Carolina's Charlotte, right?
Yeah, it's
where
4
they play.
hours. Yeah.
4 hours. Yeah, there you go. That might be an idea.
Come hang out.
The surprise is Russ just got one of those new Dumb and Dumber little bikes.
Mopeds.
The mopeds. Yeah.
Me and Christian are going to ride it.
Totally redeem yourself.
Christian, I'm driving. You're sitting on the back.
If I'm sitting on the back, that thing's getting 5 miles to the gallon. You kick that 30 out the window.
Mayfield's on the sidelines.
So, guys, drivers, we got Kevin, Ray, Jim Mackey. Nate hasn't made it yet.
No, I'm up here.
All right. Nate's made it. And then we've got Christian and Dodie. Nobody knows where Kumar is. He's on vacation in an undisclosed location. We have some prizes here for who can win. We're going to send them out. They are semis that are Pez dispensers. We got 2 of them. So
Yay.
before we do that, we're going to also ask Jim's mom. Jim Mackey, can you get mom on so we can just say hi to her and see if she has a guess? Where
Yeah, give me half a second here to get this set up for her.
All right, there's Mr. Mackey at home, trucks in the shop. He's at mom's house. We talk to mom a lot. She's a fan of the show. Hello, mom.
Hi, Russ.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm just having a ball here watching the Cubs game, and
Yeah.
scores 2-1 now, top of the ninth.
Okay, Cubs are
ahead.
You got the Cubbies winning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my frappe here, and just haven't done too much today. And I don't plan on doing too much.
Yeah. Well, mom, have you gave any more thought to dyeing your hair blue like we did when we, for last year?
Oh, that was the dumbest thing. You guys all have good looking hair and one thing or another, and then you show up with something like that.
Wow. I love the honesty. This is great.
Well,
I get where Jim gets it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then mom had some of her friends over for cake, and Jim was on the phone with me, and I had just got my beard dyed blue, and I sent him a picture, and they were laughing at me, and I tried to get that's when I tried to get mom to dye her hair blue.
Oh.
That was actually Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, was it Thanksgiving? Okay.
Yeah.
That was funny. Well, mom, it's cool that you came on Talkin Truckin. Welcome to the show, and
Thank you.
your
I
debut.
enjoy it.
And thank you. Also, before you go, so Kumar, you see him with the yellow shirt in the corner. He is on vacation in an undisclosed location, and we're going to give a prize away. We'll send it to your house if you win. Jim will let you know at the end of the show. So can you give the 3 hints, Kumar, while mom's on with us?
Did you tell her that the prize is tickets to watch the Chicago White Sox, or not the Cubs?
No, it's not that, mom. We wouldn't do that to you. All right. What are your hints?
I did watch him on the game yesterday, though.
Yeah. You like to scope out the enemy, don't you?
Yeah, you bet.
South side.
All right,
okay, Kumar,
so
what are your three hints to where you might be?
the first one's a little iffy because I'm not too good with my roads, but if you go all the way up north on I-37, they also host a cherry festival every year in late June, early July. And they have one of the best, I guess.
Okay, what was
they
the other
have one of the best film festivals in the country. So maybe Nate might know. It's located in a. Go ahead.
No, I didn't know if you were done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Located in a bay off of Lake Michigan, and Bob Dylan actually came from here.
So, Mom, you want to take a stab at it? A city in anywhere could be. He gave you some hints.
Well, cherries are just ripe in Washington.
But he said he's in a bay area by Lake Michigan.
Oh. Well, let's see.
They have a bit of a cherry industry here too.
How about Michigan?
Okay, give us a city.
Oh,
Whoever's
boy.
closest to where he's located at. You don't have to hit the one he's in. It's just whoever gets closest to where he's at.
Oh, Green Bay.
Green Bay. Mom says Green Bay. So write that down, Ian.
That is Michigan.
Yeah, it's close. It's on the same lake.
Yeah.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he was on a
That's what I was
bay.
going by.
Doesn't mean he's in Michigan because he said he's in a bay area that's on Lake Michigan, which Green Bay is.
Yeah.
A bay area on Lake Michigan. So that's a very good answer. All right, Christian. Thanks, Mom, for joining us, by the way. We won't hold you up anymore, and we will let you know. Jim can let you know if you won.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Christian, how do you follow that up? You're muted.
Mike's muted.
That was the best content I've ever contributed to, Daggett. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a hard act to follow, especially she picked up on the cherries in Washington.
Yeah, she's smart.
Bay and over towards the lakes. Can you do me a favor? Can I get a 360 of the room?
360. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Just a slow 360.
Go like this.
Dang, man, we need to go out together. Look at that.
All right.
Echo
On vacation,
this.
right? Here, I have an idea.
Are those
Check this out.
snowshoes on?
Those are
You could probably go outside.
No. I want to look to the
Who's gonna
left.
know?
Look to the left right now. Look to your right. Look to your right. The other way. Your right.
Other right.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
It
Keep
might be
going. No, that
weird on
map.
there.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. So it's either Minnesota or Michigan on that map.
I'll step outside.
They gave it away.
Hopefully the signal doesn't go.
Was that
But-
my picture? They gave it away.
Okay.
Oh, there's trees there. That narrows it down.
That's
Trees.
definitely Alaska.
There's
Yeah.
trees, but
Looks
There's
like
a giant
Washington to
black
me.
bear behind you.
Bear behind? Yeah.
the trees kind of give it away.
Do they though? Do they really?
Yeah,
yes.
I think so.
It's in
I mean, I
Brooklyn,
guess,
man.
Is that a little
I guess
pond
I'm
there?
biased. Maybe.
Back up a little. Was that a pond or a little?
Is that a
river or
yellow? Is that a yellow Suttonberry bird in the back?
something? Christian's trying to
Me?
pick up on the plants to see. If,
Um,
Is that
no,
is that a northern
that's-
white ash? I think there was only a very specific location.
that's a path.
Is that how you got there?
Yeah, yeah.
And you
so like
have reception? That's hilarious. I'm
112
totally
mile
getting
hike.
murdered tonight. That's great.
112 mile hike. I brought all my camera stuff. It was
A what mile hike?
112 all the way here.
12-mile hike. to
Don't
get-
listen to him.
112. I'm just kidding.
He's kidding.
You're gonna need those skis in the background to get out of there.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
bears. Is there bears there?
Oh yeah.
There's one right here.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that bear, your dog.
I don't know.
Yeah. There are some bears here.
Okay, so
I
Christian,
haven't seen them.
just pick a city in a state, and let's roll.
I'm gonna go with Michigan too. I was thinking Minnesota as well, but I'm gonna go with Michigan and just one of these like nursery cities up there. I don't know. We'll go Frankfurt, somewhere out that way.
Write it
You're not-
down.
You're not on the water on the coast though.
Frankfurt, Michigan.
Yeah,
Doty,
that's north of Holland. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Doty, you've heard the clues. Do you need to hear the clues again?
No, I'll go with actually probably would have went.
Was the 112 miles a hint to how far you drove? Can I ask that?
No.
Okay,
No.
just checking.
Much farther. Much farther.
Sturgeon
Stop
Bay. Let's
giving-
go Sturgeon Bay,
Stop
Wisconsin.
giving hints.
Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, Mike says.
Okay.
Ray.
Sorry, I was muted.
Okay, you heard the clues.
All the
You know
smart
some
guys.
things
All
about-
the smart guys
I'm-
mute themselves and talk, Ray. All
I'm
the
just gonna take a guess. Shoot. Battle Creek, Michigan. I don't know. Just take a guess.
Battle Creek, Michigan, Ray says.
Okay.
So we had a couple people leaning towards Michigan and a couple people on the other side of Lake Michigan. Nate.
Okay, so
He's
I
ready.
can honestly tell you exactly where every single one of you that picked Michigan went wrong. The fact that Bob Dylan is not from Michigan, he's from Minnesota. And that
who is Bob Dylan? How old are you?
I like Bob Dylan. Who doesn't like Bob Dylan?
Yo, right here. He is
Now-
okay. He's a great lyricist, but he has no business being near a microphone.
No business.
That's well, yeah.
Okay,
right.
argument there. But anyway,
His son does a better job. The guy from the
the only
Wildflowers.
film festival that I could think of that in my mind that I've been racking it trying to figure it out, Sundance, and I know that's not Minnesota. I don't think so. And I can't remember the name of the town that Bob Dylan's from, but I know it's Minnesota, and I'm gonna have to go.
Hey,
The only city that I know of that's in northern Minnesota is Duluth.
now he's got to be close. So
Duluth.
has everybody gone? No, everybody's gone.
I haven't got to guess yet.
Yeah, so Nate, I like the approach and the way you gave all that thought to that. So he says Duluth, Minnesota. So we're moving on a little west.
I feel like, could I have Googled the clues that he gave me to get closer? Because now, if that's the case, I'd like to change my answer.
This isn't questions with Kumar. There's no changing.
Wow. I'm not really sure, Russ. You're telling me I should go this direction.
Well, I got an idea.
Jim,
Jim,
you're
did I
up
tell
next.
you? I can't remember if I told you or
Listen,
not.
I'm going to do Jim. I'm a little worried about you, Jim. I think you might have an idea because you have
Kevin's
conversation because Kumar's your dispatcher. And I think you guys talk all the time. So we're going to let you go last.
We don't
Jim,
talk that much.
You hold on to it. That's not what I heard. Wait. You got to go last. You got to go last because I think you're going to nail it. And if you do, I'm probably going to give it to who was second closest.
Thanks.
However,
I'm out anyway.
Okay, so we got Kevin hasn't went.
Yes, Kevin's next.
What's up, Kevin? Where's he at?
Well,
you saw the trees, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Dead giveaway. The trees.
There's bears.
I'm not familiar with all that up there, though.
He said there's bears.
Hey, Kumo, do you have your cell phone on you?
Oh,
I do. I don't think I'm sharing my location.
Look
him up on 360.
I think I'm gonna stick with, the way Nathan kind of pinpointed everything. I'm gonna say St. Paul's, Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, and Jim. So you can go now, Jim.
The first thing I got to say is that people in Minnesota are wrong because there is no bay off of the Lake Michigan in Minnesota.
I knew that. I knew that was coming.
Okay?
Yeah, and I think Prince was from St. Paul, right?
Could be.
Yeah.
But what my guess would be Gladstone, Michigan in the UP.
So you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Okay, you didn't know.
I have no idea.
We'll let you be in there. He said Gladstone, Michigan. Jim.
Whoopsie.
Where is that?
It's up there, close to the Wisconsin line, right on the bay.
Okay, so you're talking above the bridge.
Yeah. Actually, about 100 miles, 75 miles west of Sault Ste. Marie.
Okay, so Kumar, where are you?
I am, I rounded up like TQL does. I'm in Bel Air, Michigan.
They round up their mileage, not their money. Let's be honest.
It's really picking up.
I'm in Bel Air, Michigan, but my hints were for Traverse City, so closest to Traverse City.
So Bel Air, Michigan. Ian's looking it up.
I think Frankfurt. Frankfurt's the closest.
Who said Frankfurt?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Christian. Jesus.
Why do I want to Google where Bob Dylan's from now? Because I've always thought he was from Minnesota.
I looked up fun facts about Traverse City, so I might be wrong.
Bob Dylan.
What's messed up is whenever Christian made the comment about the nurseries, I thought Traverse City, but then I don't know. Nathan screwed me up.
I don't know where that's at.
As usual, don't follow Nate when you guys are on tag teaming on the same load, on the same lane.
That's the bad part. Normally Nathan knows where he's going.
I was going to say like over in Traverse City area, but
yeah. Well, we couldn't participate because we know he goes up in the same area every year, right, Kumar?
Yeah.
Have you seen any bears?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah.
I've been going up here for probably like 15 years now. Never seen a bear, but I hear
it's come out at night. That's why.
You have to go outside at night with food and just start walking in the woods. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I don't go out here.
Leave a steak hanging in a tree, and
yeah,
or some honey.
Put a couple strip steaks in your back pocket and just walk around the woods at night.
I was actually taking a load to Traverse City one time, and there was like 3 or 4 deer that run out in front of me, and I got one of them, but one of them was an albino.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was just probably about 30 miles south of Traverse City.
Did it have one horn on top of its head?
No, I don't know. It was
but I guarantee you it had red eyes and a red nose.
Is he a Cubs fan?
I'm starting to think Jim might be Santa Claus now. So, as always, a Sneed wins.
That's crazy.
Christian,
I was trying to thank you.
we will be having Carol send these to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to chew them loudly next week.
In care of
That's what I'm going to do.
Kumar's vacation.
You're going to hear me win over and over and over again.
They're actually pretty cool.
Yeah, only one of those might make it. Actually,
Yeah, we're gonna send them both. One fair and square. So yeah, Mike Doty. What do you got in the history of the world this week or this day?
Yeah. What
do you got? I thought you said you had one.
No, I did. Well, I have the one that I sent you.
Oh, that's fine.
Aaliyah Gibson is the first African American to win Wimbledon on July 6, 1957.
Everybody goes to history.
Gibson claims the women's single tennis, right? Yeah, that's right.
I know. I saw that one too.
The title at Wimbledon and becomes the first African American to win a championship at London's All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club.
So that happened on July 6th.
July 6th.
That's cool. What year? 1974?
57.
Oh, 57. Wow.
Yep. Can we do this week in history too? Just like
you can do the week or the day.
Yeah, I was looking. There wasn't a whole lot going on in history this week.
Yeah.
I got a really good original one. So whenever you're ready.
I got one. I'm going to do it first because I think you're going to go where I'm going, Kumar.
Okay. Great.
Hold on. I said there wasn't a whole lot going on this week in history, but I mean, it was July 4th. So.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. No offense.
No one caught that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Not one person caught that.
Canceled. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I got to find another one.
Well, you don't know yet. This week, actually this day, John Lennon and Paul McCartney met on this day in 1957. In Liverpool, England. 15-year-old McCartney watched a band called the Quarrymen, led by 16-year-old Lennon. The two teens met up later that day before long created one of the most popular rock groups in history, Meet the Beatles, on this day. Was that yours, Kumar?
Nope.
Okay.
No, mine was the Declaration of Independence, but that was taken. So I got another one.
Wow. Also Philadelphia. Yeah.
Also kind of trucking related here. Everybody just got back from their barbecues and 4th of July celebrations. Christian just got back from vacation.
It's another hot dog question.
Kumar's on vacation. So we all haven't had a chance to prepare a bunch of things other than trucking news. But 1992, France truck driver protest. On this day, following lorry driver disruptions in French roads over the last week, the police and army have been ordered by the government to remove trucks blocking roads. On this day, July 6, 1992, at the worst area of the blockage A1 motorway south of Lille towards Paris, 500 riot squad officers supported by helicopters took 4 hours to disperse 150 semis jamming the roads.
Nice.
So that was kind of, that one came up out of nowhere.
I spoke to a state police officer, Russ. And I was talking about, whatever happened in DC with all the trucks that were there. And he said, well, nothing really happened. They kind of circled around. He said, anytime you circle around DC, it creates a headache. It's a giant headache with semis going around the Beltway and all that. He says, it was a nightmare, but it was a controllable nightmare. I said, well, like in Canada, like the tow truck drivers also said that they weren't going to tow the trucks. He said, well, they didn't do it the right way. They just requested it of them. With the United States, he said that they paid tow truck companies $10,000 a day. Wow. To sit in DC and wait because they were told that they're going to stop on the Beltway. And they said, we're not stopping our capital traffic. So they paid towing truck companies and $10,000 a day. They had trucks just sitting around. They had guys from Illinois drive over. The drivers made 60%. The companies made 40%. I think that was the agreement. So I just told him, I said, next time that happens, you've got my number.
Yeah,
come see me. I'll go buy a couple records and we'll go up there and sit around for $10,000 a day.
Wow.
So
they didn't have to tow anybody because they
didn't.
Right?
They just sat there and made $10,000 a day.
Well, in Canada, that was kind of like what this 92 France protest, truck driver in France protest was, because man, you guys saw it on the news and they were just jammed in there, not moving. And like you said, I think the tow companies were like, I'm not getting in the middle of this. I'm not towing them out of here and do anything.
All right. At 10,000 a day, though, you can just be like, "Hey, man, look, I'm gonna have to tow you if you stop here. I'll buy you dinner. Just get."
That's right. Just keep moving. Right, but you can't
I'll
leave
buy you a
yet. You
nice
got to
dinner.
stick around for 30 days. You got to stick around for 30 days.
$500. Just go with it.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
You guys know in 1872, the donut cutter was patented by John Blondell of Thomaston, Maine. Are you serious?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
The donut cutter.
Yeah. In 1997, Tyson bit Holyfield's ear this year, too.
Cool.
This day.
Yeah. Sorry, that was probably sports, Joel. Did you get that? Was that in a worldwide sports?
You know, you stole mine. I got to get another one.
In 1998, Roy Rogers, the king of cowboys, died on this day.
So did all of his restaurants the day after.
And today is Sylvester Stallone's birthday.
And George.
I think it's
Happy
Nancy's
birthday.
And George
birthday,
W.
so-
Bush, you're right.
So
I think I saw Nancy Reagan.
In 1979, July 8th and 9th has been chosen as the 31st anniversary this week as the Truckers Jamboree in Walcott, Iowa.
Oh, cool. Yeah. The Iowa 80.
Yes,
So that's coming up here this weekend then.
the 8th and 9th. I might go down there.
Yeah. Well,
Jeez, well, it's
that'd
only
be
50
great.
miles from me.
We have a correspondent on the ground, Jim. Take your iPhone and let's get some video. Call Kumar. We'll ask some questions. Have you walk around interviewing some truck drivers.
Man on the street.
We'll see what happens.
So, we can do, Joel, you got any drivers? You got any other on this day or week in history before we get on to some trucking news?
Yeah.
Well, should
What
I?
do you got, Joel?
I've got this day in history, July 6, 1535. English humanist Thomas More was beheaded for refusing to accept King Henry VIII as head Church of England.
Wow.
Wow. I sent you a sports one and you went with a decapitation. I'll read the sports one. It's on your phone. Do you have your phone, Joel?
Give you some props.
It just
Joel.
went off.
It did? Okay.
I got in trouble for that last week by Kumar.
Yeah.
What'd you,
That's
Ray? I
fun.
heard you speak up. Did you have one?
Oh, that's a good one, Christian.
No, I didn't have one this week.
Well, go ahead and read it, Joel.
Babe Ruth made his Major League Baseball debut as a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox in 1914.
He was named after the candy bar, right?
Yeah, our guests would have liked that.
Yeah.
I think it's the other way around.
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
That was a Milky Way.
All right. And then Nate, Kevin.
Don't have one.
No, the only thing I would have said was the Declaration of Independence.
Okay. All right. And Kumar, did you go over yours?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
The first
Let's see
firecracker.
here. So this isn't today because everybody took what happened today. So
It could be
July 2nd, Amelia Earhart disappears. On July 2nd, 1937, aviator Amelia Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan disappeared over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to make the first round the world flight along the equator.
And
So,
she's
yeah.
never been found, right?
There have been
I think they just recently found their airplane, didn't they?
They think they might have. There was last year or 2 years ago. There was some possible recent developments, but I
Yeah,
think they're
wasn't
doing all kinds of testing before they can confirm it.
So they found her, Elvis, and Hoffa all together on an island
Bruce Lee.
at the Burger King.
I heard a theory, and don't quote me on this, but that they crashed and they got on like some island out in the middle of nowhere, and they kind of just lived with the people for the rest of their lives.
Well, that's what I think I've read in the past. That's why I mentioned an island.
There was another theory that she might have been captured by Japanese forces in the areas as well.
Oh boy, we'll
Maybe
never
she
know.
just died in the water, guys.
That's possible too.
That's too easy.
Run out
though.
of fuel. It's easy to get lost out there. I mean,
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
loves conspiracy theories, so they never found her, so they'll just keep popping up with more conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I think it was aliens. Really, come on, guys.
Either way, she's probably dead right now. Is my guess. Either way.
I got another day in history.
There you go.
This day in history in July 4th, 2021, fuel was $3.
Wow.
It's up $1. It's up $1.65 year over year, which is 30 cents a mile. So that means for every 3 miles you drive, you spend an extra $1 going down the road. How's that for this day in history?
Wow. Yeah,
Nice.
that one hurts.
Way to bring it down.
Well, wasn't the UFO sighted at Roswell this week also?
Oh man,
I don't know.
This is not after midnight with Russ. We're getting there.
We're
aliens, man. We got aliens.
Talking conspiracies with Christian, Dodie, Kumar, Russ, and everybody else.
That would be a fun show.
After dark with Talkin Truckin.
Friday at midnight.
So, Ian.
All right.
Let's talk about some trucking news. We've got some things that have been going on.
I got my day in history first.
Okay.
July 6th, 1947, the Type 1 Opnovat Kalashnikova went into production. That is the AK-47 for you guys. So
that made him so excited.
Yes, I've been waiting all show just for that.
And I like how that doesn't get any grief, but an AR does. Just and an AR and an AK is much more reliable in bad conditions. But yeah.
But that's the other show.
Yeah, we won't go to that one. That'll be the after hour show.
That's a live round after midnight.
All right, getting on some news here. We'll start out with some serious topics here. I don't know if you guys had seen, but there is a truck that has a semi truck with a jet engine strapped to the back of it that does some runs at air shows. Gets up to like 300 some miles an hour. But he had a crash. I think it was last week up in Battle Creek, Michigan, at an air show. And he did pass away. They did figure out what happened, though. They think one of his rear tires blew. So,
whoa! So a tire blew caused the crash. He goes 300 miles an hour.
They're rated at 400.
Yeah.
I think when you're strapped to a jet engine with jet fuel on the ground, going that fast, I think it only takes one time. I bet you he's never crashed before.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll video.
So
yeah, I bet there's not a whole lot of room for error on that one.
Oh, okay.
Is it's a tractor trailer that, like a drag race?
Yeah. Picture a tractor trailer with where the fifth wheel is. There's a big jet engine mounted there.
Yeah. See if you can find a picture of that.
From a plane.
I'll just go regular picture of it. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's really cool.
Go back.
I did get to see it.
Go back to the other picture, the first one.
10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Russ got to have it.
Yeah.
Those look like steer tires in the back. Is that what those are?
He's got singles in the rear. He's got duals on the front.
I bet you they're not recaps.
No. Yeah, those look like steers in the rear almost.
Yeah, well, they're probably a completely different tire and built to go fast.
Yeah,
grill on that
stand a little bit of
slicks.
Yeah, it's probably not a 75-mile-an-hour tire is what you're getting at.
Well, rest in peace to that guy, man. But that's a dangerous way to make a living.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even know if I would ride in that thing if they gave me
I wouldn't.
the opportunity.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, like I'm all for going fast. I'll go fast all day.
Yeah, maybe not the 300.
I just don't know if I'd strap myself to a jet engine.
I wouldn't.
I bet some drivers would.
I'm sure. But you look at that roll cage up there. I mean, there's you have race cars that go 200 miles an hour.
Again, I'll roll. Track. Yeah, I'll roll, but I'm just thinking about the fire.
He probably never missed an appointment ever.
Oh my God, guys! All right, we're switching topips here.
He's great for Walmart loads.
All right. Last or a couple weeks ago, when
PM done.
I'm listening. If that makes any difference.
When we had those deaths in Texas, Texas is starting a new program where they are going to be running around other places than the ports of entry to try and find human smuggling. So
that's down by Laredo, right?
Well, no, they're going to be going out past that.
No, but I mean where that happened.
That was San. Yeah, that was San Antonio.
Hey, Ray, are you muted? He might have lost his signal. I was just curious because Ray lives down there in San Antonio. I was curious if he had seen any, like more activity with them, searching trucks.
They might
outside that area.
Hey, No, I'm here, Russ. I was muted.
Okay.
I was checking in over here trying to get loaded.
So did you hear? Tell them what's going on, Ian.
So because of the like 50 some people that were found in that tractor trailer near San Antonio, they are going to be starting more searches of vehicles and trying to find more human smuggling further outside than the border cities than what they usually do and the other ports of entry that they have down there. So they're going to be searching further out into Texas.
So that was my question, Ray. Since you live in San Antonio and you happen to be home last week, and just leaving, you went out yesterday or whatever. Have you noticed any more activity, like you were picking up in Edinburgh? I think. I'm picking up in Eagle Pass, and I came from Del Rio, and they had DOT had like 2 18-wheelers pulled over, and they're just kind of looked like they're doing randoms. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's what they're checking for. Also, when I went down to South Padre Island, that's over all the way down in Brownsville area, south part of Texas. And whenever I was going down there, you could see 18-wheelers pulled over all over the place. So I think they are in high alert.
Yeah. Well, as they should be when you find 50 people in the back of a trailer that died because of the heat.
Yeah. They want to do whatever they can now. Yeah.
You know what I don't understand is if they're in a reefer, why wouldn't they at least be humane and turn on that reefer even at like a 75-degree temperature or something?
I got an answer for that.
Did you see the driver?
So and this is actually something that happened over in Britain. What they will sometimes do is that they will put it at a cold temperature to make it look like there is actual freight on there. So that they don't get bothered. I don't know if they didn't do that on this one, but that happened in Britain where a driver put it on like 32 degrees or cold and forgot to turn it back off, and they froze to death.
Wow, but these people they
were too hot.
They were too hot. Yeah, so they must have not run.
The driver was all a myth,
but yeah.
Is that true, or are you just stating that?
Oh, it was.
That's true.
Yeah, that was.
It's not true. Like when they pulled over and said that the fuel tanks were full of meth, and they found out that they wrongly charged the guy. This is actually true.
Yeah,
this is actually true.
All right.
What happened, Chris?
So the driver, Mike, that was driving the 50 people that or so people that died in the reefer trailer that wasn't turned on. That happened a week or so ago in San Antonio, near San Antonio. The driver was on meth.
Yeah, I was wondering about what Christian said about the other stuff where the guy got charged, because I heard about that.
Yeah,
the meth and the gas, the fuel tanks. But
it was the following week. I think it was one of the weeks you were. I think you first had the store going or something, and you were out. But the following week, they discovered that it was not meth inside the tank, and that's that.
Oh,
sorry.
I do remember you. I do remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, we thought you had 400 gallons of meth. My bad.
But they had to send it. They had to send it to a lab, right? And that's how they found out. But
you think they would have done that before publishing it in a newspaper? Like,
a lot of the times they use like the little instant tests that they have, and there's a lot of the times where they're wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of false positives with roadside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
BC powder.
I wonder. I'm just curious how that all went down. Like, how would they just test the fuel? Because if they thought it was, if they were wrong, it had to be just fuel, right? It was just diesel fuel.
Yeah, you would guess.
Even drug dogs have over 60% failure rate to correctly identify drugs.
Well, it could have been a driver that put that, like a diesel treatment in their fuel. So then it didn't, maybe it made it smell different.
It works 100% of the time, 10% of the
time. All right, moving on. A chlorine gas leak in the port of Jordan messed up a bunch of people. Let's see if you guys can see this. Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at how fast that goes. There's a little thing you guys need to know, and it's something I learned. Not
flying up there.
Oh, what's that? There was the crane there.
Yeah, it looks like it released.
Yeah. So not all poison gas is colored, but all colored gas is poison. So something to remember, guys.
Do you know that natural gas has an odor to it that they put into it?
So it's not natural. They put it in there. So
I had no idea about that.
Yeah. There's a few different ones that they do that too. Just if you smell it, you know.
Yeah, some of the tanks you'll see if you read on the side of them, it'll say non-odorized.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get into some port stuff here. Over in Port of Savannah, they got between 30 and 40 ships that are sitting there waiting to get in. Los Angeles was still not very crazy with their holdup outside. They're getting them pushed through pretty quickly. But the big news with ports just today, all right, quarantine at the port of entry for international vessels transferring to domestic routes will be shortened from 14 days to 7.
Who's the author? Who's the author on that? Who wrote that?
Jin Chen.
Nice.
Jin Chen.
Wow. I don't even know if you're right, but that was impressive.
That's right. That's got to be right.
Yeah.
Maybe someone will tell me in the comments.
Yeah, sorry.
That was big news today. That's hopefully going to get a lot more pushed through. So we'll see what develops there. And Nate, this one's for you. Very solemn day here over where there was a Mountain Dew crash over on I-79. Look at all that. It was a very sticky situation.
So that's where all the Baja Blast disappeared too.
This is why we're having shortages right here.
Was the driver okay?
He did go to the hospital, but I think he was okay. So yeah.
2 liters.
Yeah. There's the.
Is that just regular Mountain Dew or those?
It looks like
the.
It looks like regular Mountain Dew. So
he drank Mountain Dew until the authorities arrived.
Just chugging it. No. Oh man,
not a bad looking truck.
Here we go. We got some Florida news. I got a couple things actually today. Florida has now passed a law where saying if you can hear music from your vehicle from 25 feet away, you're getting a ticket. So. So Mike, you better
down, Mike.
Yeah, keep that dial down.
Yeah, where's your governor on this one, bud?
Oh yeah,
yeah, right.
So much for individual liberty
here.
Well, so is it? Who's gonna? Is it the police?
Yeah,
they're gonna.
Well, what it is
they're gonna get the tape measure out. Well, I heard it at 24 feet.
There's always kind of been that noise thing down at like Clearwater Beach and some of the beaches because you have Friday night you get on there. It's just that's all it is. It's
crazy.
Yeah. It's, people just driving up and down the strip or the causeway with playing their loud music.
Mike, let me get this straight. In Florida, they're going to write you a ticket for music 25 feet away from your car, but you don't have to have a front license plate. So if you do something bad, you just go in reverse to drive away. You guys sure are different down in Florida. I'd say that.
That's not me, sir.
No, how many Toyota Corollas are out there?
Yeah. Right.
No, but I get it though, because everywhere else, you got that 1 in 50 cars that's just, leaving people's teeth chattering. But in Florida, I imagine it's like 1 in 10 because everything's more in Florida.
Well, especially in those beach towns when it's a weekend.
Yeah,
I can see that.
The Miami, I mean, I can only imagine.
Oh yeah. All right.
Speaking of that and the loud music, Mike Doty has prepared a rap for us this week.
Get the grills out.
Yeah, right.
All right. Oh, you can kind of see. Don't look at the bottom of that. What state do you guys think has the worst drivers?
Right, Mississippi.
Oh no. Okay.
Key findings, Mississippi.
Yeah. They have by far the worst. It said 29% of drivers do not have auto insurance, which I thought it would be California.
I was going to say California,
but maybe they just didn't finish counting everybody there. But I guess it's Mississippi. So
that's not it. I mean, that's different. Not having insurance is different than worst driving.
Oh no, they
wow.
go into more than
fatalities per million. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, where's North Carolina? Because They may not have
Rank 29.
but they cannot drive to save their life. And I hate to say it, but it's all the guys from New Jersey that drove down there. And I think
Kevin, are you going to take that from this Jersey guy?
He will. I told him to find his way up here, but
he says that, but it's always the New Yorkers that are always wrecking in North Carolina. So.
My point
New York
exactly.
is
They
one of
move
the
there
lower
and then they
ones.
get into an accident. So
Until they go to North Carolina.
I was surprised that most of the Northeast is some of the best. Like Pennsylvania is 50th on this. Like that, they have.
Well,
some of the
and
best.
the
majority of
Midwest
Pennsylvania is rural.
We kind of drive. We have snow a lot,
Mhm.
so I mean that might have a.
But
factor.
even New Jersey is 46th. So
And actually, South Carolina's worse than North Carolina.
Not
It
according
looks
to this
on,
map.
on the
yeah,
map.
no, it is.
They're ranked fourth.
Oh, is it?
South Carolina is
Okay.
number 4.
My eyes are bad. Okay, I see it now.
Virginia's fine. We still got horses. We're good.
So yeah, the top worst ones we have Mississippi, Tennessee, California, South Carolina, Arkansas. So
Well, that's
Wonderful those
believable.
days.
Take a trip across I-40.
oh, yeah. True. We had someone hit a horse on I-40.
You know
once, but
what?
It was over
Honestly,
in,
I don't know
Oklahoma.
if it's still this way, drivers, and you can tell me. I know you've all been across I-40 when you come around. Usually, I think it was when I was coming from the west to the east, you get into Jackson. I mean, I could not stop bouncing in my cab when I was on the road driving. The road is just so bumpy there. I mean, this is back several years, but is it still that way? I mean, it was freshly paved and it's still throwing you around.
Ask your driver.
There's a lot of construction going through Jackson, Mississippi
Yeah.
right now.
Mhm.
Jesse.
They're trying to change all that, make it better, I hope.
Yeah. I just remember that being really bad. I hated going through there.
Wow.
I don't feel like Louisiana's any better.
Yeah.
And that fried corn on the cob down there.
Fried corn.
Yeah, that
I
really
got-
confuses me. Shreveport, Louisiana, all the casinos and everything around there, and they got the worst roads in the whole state.
Yeah. It's the
When I
casino-
first started driving, I got thrown out of the bed in Oklahoma one time because of how rough their roads used to be.
Yeah, that happened to me when Joel was driving
around a corner.
Yeah, more than once, but yeah, I got thrown out of the bed and then in that Kansas City.
Saying a brake check to you?
Yeah, he's thrown me out of the bed before, but then in Kansas City, he
think the-
almost flipped the truck,
Yeah,
and I could
the wheels
feel,
came off the ground.
Yeah, I feel one side coming off, and
We were on 9 wheels that.
we definitely were on 9 wheels. And I walked up front. I'm like, Joel, what happened? He's like, nothing. Never forget that.
Back to sleep, buddy. It's all right.
So, Ian, do you have a story about that guy that was caught riding on the back of the RGN in Florida?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
Let's talk about AB5 real quick. This is a big topic. Russ, you want to take it away?
Well, I mean, you Christian, you're smarter than me about all this stuff, but I know that if we got drivers, living in California, you can't be an owner operator and leased onto a company if you reside and have a license in California.
So we're not paying attention to federal law. Got it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So
Well, the way I took it about the AB5 law was that you could be leased on to any company you want it to be, as long as you have 2 customers of your own that have nothing to do with the company you're leased on to.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
that
the
makes-
way I understood it.
That's the most government written program I've ever heard, because most guys that have a single truck in the United States don't have 2 customers that are there. And by the way, that's the way it used to be. You used to start off that way, but with the spot market and launching through spot market freight or a solo customer. But you typically, if you have 2 customers, you're not leasing on to anybody because you've already got your piece and you're just running your business.
and I gotta believe with 2 customers, you gotta have more than 1 truck,
Yeah.
so that doesn't make any sense. But like you said, most legislation doesn't.
Yeah,
when it
I'd love to
comes-
get into this when we go through the compensation, workers' compensation and all the other changing in the insurances and the liabilities of it too. I think
So
that'd be-
basically, was it the Supreme Court that upheld this AB5 thing was passed a while ago, but it's been they've been trying to fight it, and then I think it was the Supreme Court, right?
The case was denied by the Supreme Court, which basically gave them a green light. That's the issue, is that the Supreme Court didn't hear it.
So it's in full effect.
Yeah.
Starting, I think, July 1st. Or no.
September.
September.
September 1st.
Yeah.
So,
and it's been happening. It was in COVID. It was 2019 when it was first brought up. Pre-COVID.
And I've seen some videos on my news source, TikTok. But there's drivers that are in California saying, look, we're out of here. There's 70,000 owner operators. I saw in one video that, and I don't know if that's all there is, but that it's going to affect, that are going to have to do something.
I would tell you, if you're a trucking company and you're a large one, maybe it's ATS that shut their terminal down, need more trucks. If you need more trucks, maybe similar to some of the recent legislation for the Supreme Court that has people paying for things to go to different states to have things taken care of, maybe trucking companies should do the same thing. Maybe they should go and offer owner operators in California a moving package. After 12 months, it's forgiven, but you give them $5,000 or $10,000 to get the heck out of California and go to a different state. Because I think that's the only way that the message is going to be clear on laws like this is if you have a mass exodus of revenue for the state.
Well, not only that, how is this going to affect their ports and supply chain on outbound freight?
Yep.
You're going to have less trucks in California.
Yep.
And the one thing that I worry about is because California has set the bar like they always do, is other states going, hey, wait a minute. And trying to do the same thing.
That's a good point.
Well, that is a good point because typically, so what California does usually, so next you got New York City or New York doing it. That's typically how it works on a lot of things. And so I hope not, because I hope they don't start messing with the East Coast. This is just this wasn't even targeted really. Tell me if I'm wrong. This was about your Lyft and Uber drivers.
It was a gig worker.
Yes. And for them,
but it affects,
kind of does make sense because a lot of them do get screwed over a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for our situation, it
just blanketed, owner operators in with that. And it's a completely different business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the funny thing you guys mentioned that is that the lobbyists who are actually working for the Uber and Lyft drivers actually got an exemption from this law.
Huh, not surprised. There you go.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, they're exempt now.
Wow.
So
I'd love to see the routing and account numbers of those. Never mind.
That's a very fair point to make, Christian. I bet you a lot of these politicians got some nice, healthy checks to their campaigns.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unfortunately, we live in a pay-to-play society right now.
Yeah, crony capitalism. Well, in other news,
this over in Sarasota, Florida, a naked man jumped on the back of a semi-truck trailer. Police were soon called.
He looks like he's wearing square shorts.
Well, he had a thong on, but that went missing.
So this is okay. So this is
high
winds.
It's
like a new skateboard fad thing that's going on.
Well, I mean, it looks like it looks like it's raining. So is he trying to take a shower?
The bar soap might be behind that little black square. We don't know, but
how do you get on there?
Unfortunately, obviously, this man has some mental issues that he has to take care of.
Why would you say that? Maybe he just wanted a ride. Why would you just say mental issue? What I want to know is how long was he on that damn truck for?
It was Sarasota, Florida.
Wasn't near fish
the guy that stole
what member did you stick out for hitchhiking? That's what I want.
Oh no! How long was he on there for before he got caught?
It wasn't very long. I would probably say half an hour.
Say it was long.
It's not a long time. You're buck naked.
Well, okay, he was messing around in traffic for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long he was on the trailer.
What state was this in?
Florida,
of course.
I would say
he couldn't have been on there very long. There's like 40 way stations on I-10.
He was on there long enough because I have a bunch of friends on TikTok and they've sent me 3 different videos from 3 different angles of the same guy.
Why are you watching a naked man from multiple angles? What kind of friends do you hang out with?
He doesn't have much to do on his breaks. Okay,
they caught him at an agricultural stop.
I'm never going to truck up again.
You can't bring coconuts in here, dude.
Sir, did you know your load is unsecure?
Russ, you have lost the show. The control of the show is gone.
Well, listen, this is a post-holiday show, so everybody have spent yesterday just getting back in the swing of things. And I knew, and I told you guys, look, we're going to have some trucking news. We're going to have some fun, but yeah, this is a little different, and it's been fun.
All right. All right. Moving on.
Yeah. Keep them Texas pecans out of here, dude.
So we were talking about some of the protests over in DC. There was one on Monday on 4th of July where there was several convoys from the 1776 restoration movement who were driving around DC, and they were trying to slow down some traffic. There was one group of them that did stop, and police showed up, and they just started going slowly again and were not bothered by the police at that point. But they really tried to slow down some traffic, and it looks like they really did. So
that's normal in DC.
Well, it's all open in front of them, as you can see. But so yeah, there was one of the groups which I haven't seen many of them, get attention. I think that they're trying to not show it as much. I think slowing down traffic, does get some attention. It should, but stopping is something people want to avoid.
And I would like to add to this that they call themselves the 1776 Restoration Movement, and they only have 6,500 followers on Facebook. So by definition, we are a movement. If you look at our fan base compared to them, so. We're not stopping traffic, pissing you off, so give that a like.
Moving on. They got some more protest news. So out in Belgium, I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but farmers are protesting majorly over there. The government has to help out with some environmental issues. They're cutting the amount of nitrogen oxide and ammonia that farmers can get. And by the government's estimates themselves, it's going to put out 30% of livestock farmers out of business. So here they are dumping manure at a local government building.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my word.
Just spraying it all over the place.
Now that's a movement.
Yes.
Yeah, physically and never mind.
So farmers, hey, looking at you guys. There was actually a little bit of an issue yesterday where a police officer shot at one of these tractors. He thought it was coming towards him. But,
he thought that.
Yeah, exactly. So, but unfortunately, or fortunately, no one was hurt. And there was another one of these. One of the farmers got their tank out, and they were using it.
As a tank.
Yeah, this is my kind of farmer.
There's my man right here. Yeah, but so we can hang out all weekend.
So he took his Sherman tank out there and is pulling it in front of a food distributor to block their entrance there.
Wow.
Did he just break his ramp at the end of that?
It kind of looked like it snapped. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of weight.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I'll go back even further.
I think it was a little bit. Yeah.
Boom.
Oh,
yeah. It looked like it did.
I think there's a hinge right there.
Yeah. It looked cool.
Maybe it was locked and
Yeah.
just broke. Maybe just the lock that broke for it. So, yeah.
What do we know? We're landscapers.
He's not going back on it. It don't matter.
But they're getting a lot of national attention over there and international attention with some of the news, but not as much as you would think, because these are some gigantic protests. I mean, I saw some pictures of the highway just completely shut down with 8 lanes of tractors blocking them, all the traffic. So
that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to put 30% of a certain type of farming out of business in your country just because you want to help the environment, I mean, you just can't put people out of work for no reason and no compensation, no help, and just say nope, you're done. So I fully understand why they're getting out there and getting on the streets. Which I don't know. We might.
No, I'm on that side. I'm just saying that that whole tank thing was insane.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
My advice is grow corn for ethanol and have it subsidized. You make money, don't have to work. There's the answer.
I don't know how well corn grows in Belgium, but
it's Dutch corn.
There you guys go. There's some news for you.
That's good.
Cool. Thank you.
Great job. Great job.
So
we use corn here in Georgia for alcohol.
who came on?
I've been on here.
Tommy.
I know what you use that corn for.
So to all our viewers out there, this is
Hopper.
Tom V, our load planner and dispatcher for our flats and some reefers in Georgia.
Guess
What's
what
up, Tom?
tomorrow is?
St. Patty's
I
Day.
made it to 66
Happy birthday.
years old tomorrow.
Oh, his birthday. Happy birthday, Tom.
Yay.
Now you're the second.
I hope.
Tonight you're the second oldest person that was on the show. Jim Mackey's mom was on, Tom. So you're the second.
Are we just going to overlook the fact that Jim's mom looks like about 15 years younger than Jim? no one going to mention that.
Wow.
This whole show.
I think Mike's hitting on Jim's mom, if I'm hearing this properly.
No, when she popped on, I said, "Well, wait a minute. I mean, that doesn't look right."
That's your sister, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Well, hey, Tom, did you hear you said you were on the show. Did you hear the part where we were guessing where Kumar was? He's in an undisclosed location on vacation.
No.
Okay,
No,
Kumar,
I didn't.
can you come on screen?
This isn't going to be as good because I had to change.
Because I'm in the bathroom.
He's in the bathtub.
The dog and I are taking a bath together.
Okay.
No, I had to
Oh,
go,
yeah, look
to,
at that
go to my
wall.
room because everybody started showing
And there's
up,
a reason. There's a reason why I want to see if Tom can guess. I'll tell you that afterwards. So
I'll
Tom,
look out the window there.
Kumar's on vacation, and he's got a couple hints for you. And let's see if you can guess the city in a state that's closest to where he's at. So give him your hints, Kumar.
Okay, you go all the way up
It's
and
not
on
where Bob
I.
Dylan was born.
No, I will not say that. You go all the way up on I-37.
Give the address.
I-37.
Then also they host a very popular cherry festival every year around this time. And they also host one of the biggest film festivals in the United States. And
What?
Wait, he's got another hint for you.
one more, and it's in a bay off of Lake Michigan.
That's
The name of the city.
That's the curveball.
Where you think he might
Well,
be.
Should have said.
He is it New York? Maybe all the way up top where they grow apples. Up, I can't remember the name of that friggin' town. Am I close?
No,
Lake
not
Chautauqua?
even.
No, he said in a bay area
Anchorage.
off of Lake Michigan, Tom.
Atlanta.
Oh, that is. Oh,
He's like, that is New York.
I think he's talking about New York, Michigan.
Oh, are you
I
talking
don't
about
have
New- He don't have a clue.
No.
Tom, he's in next to Traverse City in what is it called?
Bel Air.
Bel Air. Tom's from
Bel Air,
Michigan.
like the
that's
Fresh
why.
Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
Well, that's Lake Superior up there.
Not quite.
So you were wrong on two of your clues?
No, Ian, back me up here. Back me up.
Michigan.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
Lake Michigan.
Yeah, it's Lake Michigan. Lake Superior is further
Okay.
north.
Yeah.
That's up by
Gotcha.
the UP.
Yeah, he's up by Grayling, Tom. Traverse City.
Mackinac Bridge.
Yeah, right around there.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
Tom's from Michigan. I thought he might get it, but
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Sheboygan.
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 Well, happy birthday, Tom. Glad you were a part of the show. We're going to send you your very own trucking Pez dispenser.
What?
What? No,
Sheboygan. Go over to Mark Farner's house. He lives in Sheboygan.
I'll call him up.
Mark, you don't know who went who.
Mark
Grand
Farner
Funk
is
Railroad. Mark.
Grand
He lives-
Funk Railroad.
He lives in Sheboygan.
Kid Rock has a house up by where Kumar is too.
They're touring.
Yeah, on Torch Lake. I was
All
just there a
summer
couple
long.
days ago.
Awesome.
I played Kid Rock on the 4th of July at my parents' house, and my mom yelled at me. Can you guys believe that?
Which song did you play? The new one he came out with about
American Badass.
Okay. Well. Depends on your mom's stance on verbiage.
Well, guys, listen, this has been fun. Tom, happy birthday. Thanks for jumping on and joining us. Tom can slide in. He's got a backdoor way to get on the show. It's through Kevin or Nate. I'm not sure which one yet, but He's got his ways.
We have a mole.
Yeah.
I tried 30 times looking up the old Zoom numbers, trying to get in, and what he said, you can't get in with this number. What's your ID? And I'm like, listen here, lady. But I finally clicked enough buttons, and I found it on the screen, and I thought,
Tom, you do realize that's not a real person talking to you when you're dialing, right? It's a recorded message, right?
Talks to Siri.
Christian, you do realize he's turning 66 tomorrow.
He said 66. That's
he thought it was a real person.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, I got my Zen can sitting here on my desk, and it doesn't have Zen in it. For tomorrow morning, it's got a great big in it, and that's going to be my priority.
So the Zen thing Tom is talking about, and Tom, I'm proud of you. He quit smoking a year ago, right? When you had your heart surgery.
Yeah, I had to or die. Oops, sorry.
Mark that time, Christian.
Apparently, he and Kid Rock would get along great.
Yeah, but the Zen thing, Kumar had one, and I tried it. That Zen thing, and Tom said that helped him when he quit. It's just like a tobacco pouch, but it's not tobacco in it. It's just
coffee grinds in it.
Yeah, I think so. Tea bags, but where is the show going today?
I just smirked, man. I just smirked. That's all I did.
Wow.
I got a green card from the government says I can legally smoke this stuff now. So
well, you enjoy it. You and your candle. One candle in the morning. And have a happy birthday. Thanks.
Before we go,
yeah.
Joel, I just finally figured out what your little picture behind you is. That is from Escape from New York.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I've been trying to figure it out this whole time.
I've been trying
we
to figure
set
it
that
out
up
too.
a couple weeks ago.
I thought it was like a wrestling.
It was your idea.
We're gonna do Baker
wrestling match where they broke a chair.
Kumar's in Michigan. So.
I thought that was Deshaun Watson in prison. That's weird.
Oh my God! Every show, every show, I get this. Well, anyway. I will tell you, I cooked out. I cooked a bunch of burgers, dogs, steaks. All I did was cook out this weekend. Didn't really go anywhere. Had a great time. How about you? Did you guys cook out any?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wings.
Wings.
Lots of
wings. I did Jamaican jerk wings one night, Christian.
Oh yeah.
Real dry rub. Man, was that good. That was really good. Anybody that wants to do that the whole wing too. We killed those. Tom, did you cook out at the treehouse?
Yes, still here.
Tom's got a cabin that he goes to on the weekends that he had built. We call it the Tom's Treehouse. He works from there sometimes.
I haven't been back to Georgia for 3 months.
It's been a while that he's been hanging.
He stays there now.
Permanent
His wife, Judy, has to come see him there.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah,
she's back to Georgia. I pissed her off again, probably, but no, she'll be back tomorrow.
Worldwide.
He bought a truck and didn't tell her, and for a while it was expensive, semi, for one of his company driver, and it eventually came out.
Unhappy wife, unhappy life.
But she's better now, Tom. You told me she's getting better with that one.
She's over it.
You almost died last year. I hope so.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll tell you what. This was a fun show. Next week we'll bring some information on the trucking and the market and stuff like that. But I hope everybody has a great, safe week. Thanks for joining us, Jim Mackey's mom. We really enjoyed that, and also the St. Christopher's guy. Anyone got any else? Kumar, you got anything else?
Just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow Talkin Truckin, No G's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
Spotify,
YouTube, Spotify.
Bring the camper and come to either place.
Tom's inviting everybody. 5,000 to 10,000 people are listening. You can come. Bring the camper. Come on down.
Yeah, can you give that address real quick, Tom?
Yeah, it'll be in the description below. Just look for that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Christian, anything? Dodie?
No. Love to spend time with you guys.
Ian, Joel.
Not much.
We didn't cover sports. We didn't hit questions.
Just the reason I was here.
Yeah, no, you're here for a lot of other reasons. But we will hit that up next week. So with that, go Browns, go Guardians, and go New York. Jets. I gave you one.
Yes.
One.
Finally validated.